What is up, YouTube? Today we'll be reacting to another video. This one's kind of pretty fucking sad, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. As you can see in the title, trial begins for woman accused of torturing her 15-year-old and 15-year-old son. This is basically Paul Ferguson and Shanda, whatever her fucking name is. Nobody cares anymore. Hope she gets everything she deserves. But today we're gonna be reacting to the text messages. Somebody told me that they were pretty graphic. So I kind of just want to witness firsthand and see what we're talking about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the video.
There's an indication there so the jury understands what days we're talking about, correct?
That's correct.
All right.
They're like reading this in a courtroom, which is fucking absurd.
First, rude, and second, why are his hands free? And what did he get into that he felt he needed to brush his teeth to hide it?
So keep in mind, this little boy that they murdered, he's like 8 years old or something. Like I don't even know if he's 8. I didn't even really look into the case that much, but me being a father, I can only imagine, man. So I'm guessing she's gonna play the mother and the cop is gonna play the son, which is Paul Ferguson, and then Shanda, which is the mother.
Sorry, I don't know he was up.
What do you mean you didn't know he was up? Has he not been?
I don't think we got a date of this particular section, so just before we get into it, the date.
The date is 2/18/2022.
Thank you.
First, rude, and second, why are his hands free? And what did he get into that he felt he needed to brush his teeth to hide it?
Sorry, I didn't know he was up.
What do you mean you didn't know he was up? Has he not been upstairs against the wall?
No,
Upstairs
What?
against the wall.
Why the heck not?
I just didn't.
What the heck has he been doing?
According to him, he's just been setting. I don't know, though. I didn't know he was awake.
Find out what he has snuck right the heck now, because I know he has snuck stuff since you weren't doing what you were supposed to. What do you mean you didn't know he was awake? You both should have been awake at 10:30. I am not happy. You know he wasn't just sitting there. Check the brownies in the kitchen. Check everything not locked away. Check where the flipping keys.
Not locked away. Excuse me. Are we locking pantries and fridges and shit in the fucking house? See, man, look. He's a fucking kid, man. He's gonna be a kid. Let him be a fucking kid, bro. Let him be a kid. It's what kids do. They get into stuff. They eat whatever, man. It's replaceable. Be a fucking mom, man.
Have been.
I already checked everything. And that
Break moving on to a different date, correct?
correct, that concludes that section. The next date is February the 28th.
And check his breath. I can almost guarantee he's eaten something.
Who gives a fuck if he ate something? He's a kid. Let him fucking eat it. God damn.
He was chewing on something when he walked downstairs. You and I will be talking about this on a later date when we're both home.
Yes, he grabbed chips, I know.
In the break there?
Yes, the next text thread starts on March the 4th at 8:59 p.m. KK.
Excuse me, you want to try? Yep. May I approach?
Oh, what's going on? We gotta fast forward. That's that bitch right there. Look at her. Hold on. Are we back?
4227, so why don't you just take it from the top of 4227?
This is on March the 3rd at 8:59 p.m. KK.
So how has he been disobedient?
He just won't listen or does something I didn't tell him he could. He just tried claiming his zip cuffs were too tight when I didn't even tighten them to where there's no room for his wrists.
Zip cuffs.
leave them as they are, and I will check them when I get home, and you can tell him that. And if he lied about that, he gets himself in even more trouble.
Of course he did.
Yeah, so while I want to fix it, he will get most of his calories from plain bread and rice for now, for pulling that. He will get plenty of calories, but not get to enjoy them that way, you know?
KK.
So yeah,
Jesus.
we'll tell you more about what he can eat later.
I hate to be insensitive, but can you come out here and deal with Timothy? He tried to steal some chips, and I'm not going to deal with him right now.
ASAP.
Right there.
Start again June 30, 12:25 p.m.
Once he fixes the camera, we'll leave y'all alone to get stuff done.
And he's already pushing every one of my buttons.
What is he doing?
The whole shaking and I need support crap, and I'm ready to slam him into the ground.
Paul Ferguson, Paul bitch boy, whatever your fucking name is. Listen, bro. You're not even fucking bro. Listen, ho. You deserve everything you're gonna fucking get in that penitentiary, my boy. Every fucking thing, man. And if you think that those inmates in there can't check you out or check you in from inside sources within the fucking institution, you don't think that the officers and the prison and the guards and the lieutenants and captains and wardens and shit, you don't think they fucking, you don't think they don't like a motherfucker like you just as much as the next person? You don't think that the officers are gonna go in there and tell you, Bunky, hey, this is the dude who's, you know, fucking famous for, you know, killing his fucking brother, child neglect, doing some awful fucking shit. It's coming, bro. Don't think you're getting out, because you're not fucking getting out. You can't play the insanity card because you wasn't fucking insane. I seen the fucking video of you playing Minecraft while that boy was back there fucking screaming and you did nothing about it. And you supposed to be an older brother. Fuck, wow.
He also wet the bed and is covered in urine. Would you say a 5-minute shower with the curtain open so I can watch?
Well, first, you're not gonna slam them anywhere, and you can write him a cold bath, and he needs to wash up, and then he'll need to find clean clothes that don't fall off of him. And then G needs a bath as well anyway, and he will need to wash his sheets, and he will need to wash the tarp. So you need
The tarp?
to fold the tarp up to make sure nothing comes on the carpet, and probably take it out back where he could take one of the green and yellow sponges that aren't as nice and some awesome cleaner and scrub the tarp. Sure, 5-minute shower where he can scrub and you can watch his fine as well, but it has to be a cold shower. You can tell him he gets it cold because he should not be wetting the bed. And please check the carpet and see if he needs to clean that too. There is some different awesome cleaner for carpet that he can use if he needs to. He will need to use a different green and yellow sponge for that. I do not want him using my nice sponges for either of those.
Okay.
Make sure he gets the sheet and his clothes and any other dirty clothes into the laundry and washed ASAP.
This poor man, this poor kid, bro.
Okay, now the camera is getting on my nerves. It won't stay where I put it.
Just get him in the shower first, and then we will worry about
This
the
poor
camera right
kid,
after.
man.
If you need another box for the camera, fine.
Why do they
Just want
hate
it
him
working
so
soon as
much? There's
possible. And probably a good idea to get Timothy some bread. He can wait on rice till after G's ball game.
And then a break.
We resume June 30 at 2:52 p.m.
Did you move the pizza out of Timothy's reach before he start working in the kitchen and you aren't watching him? And you're on a device, it looks like.
They got pizza. While this boy is in there eating fucking bread and rice with no flavor, no nothing, his mom and his brother, and I believe somebody else is in the house as well, are eating motherfucking pizza.
I did my part. He's just being annoying, and I check on him every minute.
Fuck you, Paul.
Lovely. I made the mistake of leaving the speaker on for the camera. Why are you screaming? He sure seems to have recovered quickly.
Right?
The fake shaking is about to drive me insane, though.
Yep.
Wow, he moved away quicker all of a sudden. I have repeatedly asked him
Fake
that
shaking.
was what I thought it was, and he denied it over and over again. Tell him I now know for sure he lied to me repeatedly about what that was on the floor of his room. He needs to put what he collected in the trash in the garbage. He can stand there like this for a long time but not walk normally. He doesn't shake at all for a while standing there, and then apparently remembers he thinks he should be shaking and starts doing it.
He's a fucking kid. You're forcing this weird ass punishment on this fucking kid, and his body doesn't know how to react to it. His body doesn't know how to react to it. He's a fucking 8-year-old, 7-year-old kid. And you're making him go through this fucking traumatic fucking prisoner of war technique bullshit. And you're mad at him because of his body reaction? There's parents out there. I'm sorry, not parents. There are people out there that can't be parents, right? Either infertility problems, or just whatever problems that would make amazing parents. That would change people's lives. That would add productive members to society. And then you got motherfuckers like this who has kids, and they fucked the first one up in his fucking head, right? Paul fucked him up. And now she's using him as a pawn in her sick, twisted fucking game. And I don't give a fuck how she was raised. I don't care what she went through. I don't care if her brain was altered or chemical imbalance. I don't give a fuck about none of that. There's right and there's wrong and there's fucking evil. And this bitch and her son is evil. What they did to that little boy is evil.
Break.
Resume on July the 1st at 12:33 p.m.
Has Timothy stopped the fake stumbling yet? It might be best if you give him like 4 pieces of bread to eat before he starts work. Just make sure he stands up while he eats.
Before he starts work?
That way.
What is this, a Holocaust? Is it a fucking prisoner of war work camp? Is this what that is? Jesus fuck.
He has no excuses.
I don't know how much more I can listen to
No,
this, man.
and I literally yelled into
Damn,
the
that
speaker for 5 minutes to get him to wake up. Then I had to go drag his butt out bed, which is harder than it sounds because it reeks of urine down there.
Okay, well, his small room and probably the rest of the downstairs after he cleans it up need to be steam cleaned. Get the big steam cleaner that is somewhere in the garage. You'll probably saw it when you cleaned it up. And get that whole area down there steam cleaned, please.
Okay.
Break.
Resume July 1st at 4:03 p.m. I'm ready to kill Timothy.
You know what time I get off. What's wrong now?
I'm not gonna, but he left his peed and pooped in underthing in the freaking bathroom and I stepped in it.
The camera in his room needs picked up,
Jesus
please. Ugh.
fucking Christ.
Lots of hot sauce on bread for that.
I cleaned my foot, but I'm all
Lots of what on bread for that? Lots of hot sauce on bread for that?
already at my limit.
He shouldn't be doing anything in those, much less both. Grr. Where is he currently?
On the wall downstairs.
Has anything been accomplished?
He cleaned the kitchen, if that's what you mean.
All of it or just the dishes? And will I approve if it's clean or...
I had him clean the counters and do the dishes.
Okay, that's not an answer, but anyway, gotta work. We'll see if I'm pleased when I get home or not.
Who gives a fuck
Is
if
he
you're pleased?
finally walking normally? He can have bread with hot sauce on it. Does need bread though.
I already given 4 pieces of bread earlier. I know he's not walking fine. He's still doing a whole wonky walk.
Do 4 more pieces of bread with hot sauce on them, please. Do me a favor and go ahead and fix him a cup of rice. Instead of using water, use mostly chicken broth. There is some broth in the fridge. Try to get all the way up to the cup.
They're doing that so they can add more nutrients to the rice. So yeah, I know what the fuck she's doing.
With broth, and then if you need a little bit more than a cup of liquid, just be safe, use water. But don't tell him he did that. It's a few extra calories.
Okay.
Break.
Resume July 2, 2:32 p.m. What do I do if he doesn't finish within the assigned time?
Hot sauce.
God
So apparently
damn.
this hot sauce
How much fucking hot sauce are they buying a month, bro? Jesus Christ, I buy one bottle of hot sauce and it lasts me for fucking 3 months, man. 3 months. And don't start making jokes because I'm white. I use hot sauce a lot in my ramen and my chicken and my shrimp and my fish, my tilapia. I use it a lot, but I just don't. There's not many. I don't make those dishes as often to use hot sauce. These motherfuckers are using hot sauce for every motherfucking thing under the sun for this kid, bro.
isn't just Carolina Reaper. It's also Trinidad Scorpion Chili Pepper.
Trinidad Scorpion. What?
Just Carolina Reaper. It's also Trinidad Scorpion Chili Pepper.
Yep.
Jesus.
Start over July 2 at 3:07 p.m.
Groceries are here. Don't leave Timothy you unattended, but don't want anyone seeing him either. He's walking slightly better.
Break.
Start back up July 5 at 7:17 a.m.
Forgot to tell you this before I left. Timothy was doing his fake stumbling and falling last night, of course, so I decided to prove once again how fake it is. I asked him if he would stop doing that if he can eat a whole pizza by himself, and he said yes, of course. And then I told him how obvious it was that it was fake, and he had just proven that yet again. And of course, he just looked down and didn't respond. When are you going to the bike shop? And please let Timothy go to the bathroom and then put him back in his room with the alarm on when you go.
So you tell a kid that he can have a whole pizza if he quits doing whatever he's doing, right? He's going to say he can stop doing that because he's fucking hungry. You are torturing this young boy. And now you're going to allow him to use the bathroom like he's some fucking dog or he's like a pet or something. He's not. A fucking human. He's got an alarm on his fucking on his door.
G can be in his own room.
Start back up July 5 at 12:05 p.m.
Make sure you get Timothy some bread and water.
KK.
If you want him to sit in his room with his hands on his head, that's fine, but Timothy does not get to lay around all day. Have you fed him yet?
It's a fucking
Not
kid.
yet. I was literally about to.
Okay, TY. G is hovering right outside Timothy's store, which might cost Timothy to take even longer because he will claim he was blocked from getting out. Timothy's door, Siri. What is his problem?
Og.
Sorry, please make sure you lock both front and back doors when you leave.
KK. Sorry, I'm just really, really done with this crap.
Jesus.
I understand. I am well past on with it as well. I know this is a big favor to ask. Please make sure you go down there regularly to make sure he is not asleep before you leave. Maybe we should leave the light on. That way it will be harder for him to fall asleep.
So
I really
so now
need you-
they're sleep depriving this young man as well. It's a psychological, physical torture zone for this man, for this young boy every single fucking day. And as a father to a young son as well, I could only imagine if I ever
not want you to lose hours at work, but I am about to have you call in, at least until I can get home. I don't trust what he's going to try and pull today. I can't believe he keeps getting worse and worse with his stupidity. Now he's refusing to answer me, so go through some cold water on him.
Go throw some cold water on him.
Well,
Okay,
please do the water now. He is being beyond stupid.
okay.
I really don't want G seeing him like that.
And a brother just allowing his mother to tell him to do these things, and he had multiple chances to save his brother's life, to get him out of that situation. He chose not to. He chose not to.
No clothes on. Question mark, question mark, question mark. You are not reading my messages. Please go back and read them and then go turn the light back on.
Oh, sorry.
Please make sure you go back and read all of my messages that I wrote just a couple minutes ago because they are important. I'm sorry, I'm trying. I can't work like this when he's doing this. And there's no telling what he'll do when you leave, and I don't want to risk G seeing him like that with no clothing on. Why is he doing this to me? Am I not going through enough already?
Why is he doing this to me? Am I not going through enough? You are a fucking mother. You laid down and not had just not one kid, but 2 kids. This is your son. You are expected to go through a lot. You are expected to go through trials and tribulations. That's what comes with being a fucking parent.
Feel free to go dump more cold water on him. He moved over where he's not laying in what you dumped on him earlier. Go dump more cold water, Siri.
Alright guys, I can't listen to any more of this. The link to this video will be in my description if you have the stomach to sit here and listen to the full amount of this hour and 17 minutes. I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to listen to this no more. I knew it was bad, didn't know it was this bad. I know the young boy died, and I know Paul Ferguson got a hefty sentence, and I didn't really read up on the mother's part, which I probably will after this video goes up. But yeah, till then guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.